What's up, guys, girls, and people who steal SD Slayer's intro? So, Colin, he's the coin guy. We all know him and love him, and he made a tier list on all the secret coins in Geometry Dash. Numerous people have tried to fix the coins, and I decided that it was my turn. Now, if I tried to fix all 66 secret coins, I would probably go insane. So I decided to just do the 12 coins that Colin gave the F ranking, and both the coins that he put in the What Were You Thinking rank. Oh, also, if you didn't notice, I'm not doing the spin-off coins. Colin, if you're watching this, can you please rank the coins in the comments? Because that would be cool. Please? Oh, one more thing. I won't be releasing these levels, at least not until the series finale. That's right, if this video gets 100 likes, I'll do a part 2 fixing all the D rank coins. With all of that being said, let's begin. Okay, hey guys. I recorded some footage of fixing the first coins from Polargesit and Dey Out. But for some reason, the footage, didn't save to my phone. So I'm just going to be showcasing the coins and, explaining what I was thinking when I made them. You know what I'm thinking while editing this video? That you should hit that subscribe button, baby, yeah! Because we somehow gotten past 200, and now we're setting our sights on 300, let's go! Anyways, I've already done this twice now, and I'm never going to not do it again. Back to the coins. Okay, so this first coin in Polargeist, it's just a pure thing where you just hit the orbs, you jump early and then hit the orbs afterwards, and I think it's a pretty good coin. For Dey Out, I was talking about how you could do a swag route for the coin where you could jump early and get into it, and I basically did that jump for the coin and then made the gameplay visible so that it's just a better coin. Anyways, yeah, let's get into base after base. So base after base is infamous for having the worst coins out of any Geometry Dash level. You see, this coin right here, you just fall through the wall and then get launch back on the main path. Then for this coin, you jump from a weird spot and then get recovered by gravity portals. And for the third coin, you just go into the ship part and just hold on the ceiling for a couple seconds, and then boom, you get a coin. All three of these coins were given the F ranking, so I need to fix all three of them. So first off, let's delete the coin and fix its route, and then we can start looking for a better coin. So what I'm thinking is you jump from there and then hit an orb, and then hold on, let me make the thing something like that. And yeah, maybe you can jump from that structure just to make the coin not as free, because that's still really easy, but I think it's a lot better than the original first coin. Alright, over here in this cube part, so let's delete the coin first and the portals. There's a swag route you can do where you jump from these blocks onto these structure things, and it's pure, and you literally don't need to add anything else and you just get that awesome coin. Now, I was thinking over here, maybe we can add maybe do something like Dey Out where you jump from there and then there's a path under the main path, you know? So let's go ahead and make that. Go ahead and put the coin up there. And now we need to make some actual gameplay down here. Okay, yeah, no, that's bad gameplay. So now you fall here, hit the orb, and jump back onto the main path. Why is there an orb right there? I might have to lower this orb a bit so that you don't crash into the ceiling. Or, that's a floor in the regular path, but in the coin path, it's the ceiling. Like that, so you don't, die. So, yeah, that's base after base done. Let's see how good the coins are. Dagnabbit, I have to make it so you have to jump, bro. Well, you already have to jump, but you know what I mean. Alright, that works. I think we're done here. Now for Can't Let Go 1 and 3. Alright, so I've had this idea for a while where, you jump from here and then a gravity portal flips you onto the bottom of the level. Oh, wait, that's the wrong gravity portal. I meant to use the yellow one. Okay, after a few spikes and another gravity portal, that's actually the right one this time, I present to you the coin. Well, I mean, I still have to add the actual coin. That looks good. Let's move on to the next coin. Alright, so for the third coin, you jump from this block and get launched back onto the main path by some pads, including an unintroduced pink pad. So, I'm just going to delete all this random junk. And you know, I think this jump has potential, so I'm just going to put a blue gravity portal here. And yeah, that, like, unlocks an extra path above the level, kind of like Stereo Madness, but, like, not at all like Stereo Madness. And now I'm going to add some actual gameplay up here. Now we just need a yellow gravity portal and the coin is done. That portal's a little distracting on the main path. Let me fix that. Okay, I added a block and pad. But yeah, other than that, I think the coin is finished. You can't get it if you go on the main path, so that's good. Let's showcase these coins now. Alright, that looks good, and I'm going to move on to the next coin. So for Time Machine Coin 3, you just, in this upside down part, fall and hit 2 pink orbs, which are unintroduced features at this point of the game, so let's delete those. Okay, I finally have an idea of what we can do for the coin. You jump from here onto, like, a portal that flips you onto the top of those blocks. And it's basically like the can't let go thing. Yeah, like that, but you can actually survive. And then you'll have to complete the rest of the level in reverse or mirror portal mode, because that's just evil and I like being evil. Okay, that's good. But then we need a way to get back into the ship portal. Maybe if you, like, jump through a gap or something. Hold on, I'm having a vision. So if we, like, jump here and then put a portal, a reverse gravity portal. Yeah, that works. That's perfect. That is perfect. And in classic Time Machine fashion, we can add a triple spike. Alright, let's see how it is. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm very satisfied with the result. But let's add a spike here so that you have to jump off the first structure. Okay. I'm just gonna keep it like that. I gotta flip the coin. I forgot that you have to... stupid mirror. Jeez. It's so trippy, the level being backwards after you get the coin. But yeah, that's Time Machine done. Now it's time for Clutterfunk Coin 3. Why is it always a Coin 3? Why are the Coin 3s always the worst? Literally 8 out of these 14 levels are the third coin of the level. Anyways, Clutterfunk Coin 3 is you hit this orb and then do a blind jump. And then get launched back onto the main path by an orb that sometimes doesn't work. Like, see, if you hit it early, boom, you get sliced in half by that saw. Which, I don't think that's intended. Because if it is intended, then that's just dumb. And you can't buffer the orb, which I think is not good. You know? Alright, hear me out. What if we added a blue orb? Now, this may seem dumb, and it is, but it also has some really good potential to be a good coin. Watch. If we hit the orb, if we skip the yellow orb and hit the blue orb, then we can place a blue gravity portal here to put us onto the top of the ending part. Maybe an orb. Yes, now, and it still syncs with the music, which is pretty cool. I think that is a really good coin. Nice. And now Electroman Adventures, coin 3. It's always coin 3. Alright, I'm going to stop explaining the coins because, well, Colin already explained them all and made a tier list on all of them. So I'm just going to fix them instead. All this coin really needs is just for you to flip it. You just need to flip the coin 180 degrees. And boom, it's... Okay, I need to edit it a little bit. I also added some breakable blocks, but I think that this could be buffed a little. Definitely not like that. Yeah, no. There we go. That looks a lot better. And it's not too hard, not too easy. I think that that's a perfect coin. Well, not perfect, but still pretty good. Alright, that coin is pretty good. You saw nothing. Clubstep coin 1 can be fixed with a simple swag route. You see, if you buffer this orb here and keep holding, then you can skip these pads and be upside down for the first part of the ship part instead of regular gravity. Jeez, I'm having a major skill issue today. Alright, so for what I'm going to do with Hexagon Force coin 3, I'm basically just going to remove these things that can kill you so that when you're in when you're in the mini dual ship, you can skip the big portal. I'll put a regular portal so that you're undueled. But basically, you'll skip the big portal so that you'll stay mini for the rest of the level. And I'll have to remove this coin route so that you can't do that. Definitely not my best work. Probably like a C on the ship wall coins list. Guess which number coin of Theory of Everything 2 we're fixing? Even more footage corrupted, but basically the coin was you skip this blue orb and then get recovered by a pink pad. So you skip that blue orb and you get recovered and there's a pink pad so that it's not a blind jump anymore. And I'm really mad that the footage got corrupted. Time for the final coin of the video, which is, of course, the third coin of the level. Of which level, you may be asking? Dash. The level with, in my opinion, the worst coin out of any official main game level. To get it, all you have to do is just tap. And then boom, the coin appears. Which I do not at all agree with. So I'm going to just delete. I don't know how all these triggers work, so I'm just going to delete the coin and the stuff that makes it appear. Or, not makes it appear, but like the appear stuff. So I have a good idea for a coin inside this tower part. We get this potion from earlier that turns you big. And we can plop it right in front of this block. Now, you may be wondering how to survive that, and I have the perfect idea. We can put these cracks on the block, and then use this toggle trigger to make the block toggle off upon contact. We can add an orb. Let's make some particles for when the block breaks. That looks good. That looks good. We can move the pad when you break the block. The recovery works perfectly fine. And then we toggle on the coin and boom. A few minor edits later, and this is the final product. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.